Today I want to talk a bit about productivity addiction, and that shit's really crazy because it's really hard to realize that you're addicted to being productive instead of doing some actual work. And it took me a while to understand that shit because, you know, since I've graduated high school, I was always thinking that, oh man, I not only want to get a job, I really want to have a, so to say, normal work, a normal job, right? And I don't really, I have to find a way out of that. And in order to do that, I need to, be productive, as simple as that. But, you know, I've tried a lot of different things, and from, those Pomodoro techniques to like waking up at 5 a.m. and doing all that shit. And basically, what I realized is that instead of doing some shit, I was just spending my time, wasting my time just to improve something that I'm already good at. And the real truth is that you only need to, you know, you only need to be productive in order to accomplish things. And that's as basic as that might sound, but really you can waste a lot of your time just trying to get better at being productive basically, but really that's just gonna, I know, it's like an infinite loophole when you're trying to get better, but at the same time you know that you're not really getting better, or I don't really know how to explain that feeling, but it's like, oh, I know that the thing that I'm doing is probably right in terms of being more productive and, just so you have some free time, and when you're young, you don't really know how to manage your priorities and shit like that. And you're thinking that, okay, maybe if I'm gonna be productive, shit, I've said that word like many times, but that's the reason, that's the main word that describes all of that. So if I'm being productive, that means that I'm already doing something. If I'm trying to uh improve just what I'm doing, or like, that's okay, probably today I'm gonna work like for 2 hours, and out of 2 hours I'm gonna take every hour a 10-minute break or something like that, those techniques. But in reality, it always feels like, the more you get into that, the more you understand that, shit, man, I'm just wasting my time. In reality, all that productivity bullshit I'm trying to get better at, like trying to manage my time better, it's just soaking my time, literally. Because, okay, I'm doing that, I'm probably getting better, but at the same time, where are you? Wait, what the fuck? Oh, in the dark. And at the same time, your brain thinks that, okay, he's doing some work, I can reward him, he can relax for a bit. And you're just tricking your brain to thinking that, instead of like, he's trying to get better at something at this point, trying to get better at fucking, yo, why is he so dripped out, bro? No, I'm gonna die like this. Wait, and you too, what the fuck is going on? Is that PDD party? I don't know why, but like, gold. So yeah, at some point I just realized, like, bruh, instead of trying to optimize my time management and other things like that, it just probably worse, like just doing the work, you know, not really thinking about that. Oh, I gotta do this instead of that. Oh, I gotta have a schedule. Oh, I like just a lot of things like that, and you keep thinking about it, you know, and it consumes a lot of your brain energy. It's just instead of like doing the real work, you're gonna think about, oh, maybe I'm doing some work, but I'm not doing it right. You know, maybe I'm wasting my time, or oh, I should be more like conscious about what I'm doing. And that's also resonates with the other thing that you want it to be perfect. But in reality, you're never gonna be perfect at something, you know? It's never gonna be time when you feel like, okay, right now, it's just ideal time to start, you know? There's never gonna be a time when you just fuck off when you are ready. That's it. So yeah, basically what I've done to fix that shit, you know, not to keep thinking about, oh man, I don't really know, like wake up at 5 a.m. and then I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna go to the co-worker space, and I'm gonna grind it there like for several hours. Instead of thinking like that, what's going on? Where are you? So what I actually did to get over all that shit, like being productive and whatnot, I just realized that I gotta choose things to do, you know? I gotta have one thing that is going to be my like money maker thing, one thing that is going to be like my hobby, and one thing that is going to be something that I want to improve in myself in terms of I mean, as for me, I've chosen to improve my socializing skills to you know, to find more friends and whatnot. Just basically some stuff that you're was willing to do, but you're thinking that, oh, maybe it's not that important right now. Maybe I shouldn't waste my time towards that. But really, there are plenty of things in your life that you're not really thinking about it, that are basically important, you know? Why so many mobs? Fuck off! Like, for real. And yeah, I think that's the best way to do something for real. Not trying to, if you are having a bad day, you know, you really have to say to yourself like, oh man, even though it's a bad day, I gotta do it. Nah, you don't really have to push yourself, you know? If you don't really feel like doing something, basically it's like prioritizing things. So I've chosen 3 priorities for myself. One of them is like, first priority is money making, in terms of like to have something to live, you know, money, dollars, euros. Yeah. Second priority was my hobby, and that is YouTube. And not just, you know, doing that as a hobby, but more like hobby that I want to get better at. So if I'm not really feel like I want to work right now to make some money, I'm gonna do YouTube stuff. That's a bit easier for me. That does not require that many cognitive brain work. I don't know. And yeah, and if I only feel like that, even like doing YouTube, then I have my top 3 priority is socializing. So I'm just gonna go out in the city and we'll try to find new people to talk to. Even though I'm, you know, I'm not saying I'm afraid of talking to people, but like, it's just, I've never been a very extrovert person. I'm always felt like I'm more of a, I'm not really a social guy, you know. It's not like that I have many friends, even though I have them. But I just realized at some point that I have a lack of social skills. More diamonds. Hell yeah. I'm gonna take that shit. Maybe. Nah. Not more here. Bro, fuck off. Cons. You're a fucking con. Bros. I forgot to turn on my notifications. Shit. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm just leaving this place. He's right behind me. Am I right? Yeah. So yeah. At the end, what I realized is that having top 3 priorities from different like your life, something that's important in your life and you want to get better at it, you know, that's some basic stuff, you know. It's like you don't really have to overthink all the like productive stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, that okay, today I'm not really doing the shit well, but tomorrow I'm gonna do it better. That's as easy as that, as far as I'm concerned. But still, everyone has their own pace, and I think in reality it's like, I thought that those were diamonds, but not. In reality it's like, bro, so many skeletons, fuck off. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, diamonds. Just, yeah. Why they're so fucking fast? Oh, shit. Bro, what he's holding? Fucking, what? Nah, okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna die, 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 I'm gonna die. What is this cave? That shit's crazy. Yeah, just having your priorities, that's the first thing to do. And then, like, just prioritize. Choose them, prioritize them. And after that, try not to waste a lot of your time towards the things that are not in your list of priorities, you know. As for example, like, you can waste your time watching some TikToks, but it's like, oh, I know it's not helping me. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Fucking hell, bro. Yeah, fuck those diamonds. I'm just leaving this place. You have chosen those things, you prioritize them, and you can write down all the distraction that you got. And like, I'm not saying, oh, you should never watch TikTok or YouTube or whatever. You also need some time to relax, to chill, you know. So just take your time and that's it. Like, don't really push yourself really hard, because that's really gonna drain you a lot. Like, we're not supposed to be that hardworking, or, you know, it's just will came over the time. It's not like you're gonna be perfect. Chicken, you're gonna be perfect at that shit just right off, you know, and like, okay, I've done what you said. Now I'm gonna be fucking a just productivity monster. Nah. Or I don't know. It's like, just, you gotta enjoy it, right? And that's basically it. One more thing is that if you're doing something, like, as for example, I mean, that's a particular problem that I got, is that when I'm doing something, I could really get easily distracted from doing that shit, you know? Like, so if I'm gonna work towards making money, at the same time, I could start thinking about, oh, what about YouTube? Oh, I need to do that. Or, oh, what about friends? So when you're doing those things that you prioritized, yeah, you don't really have to think about any other thing, like, for real, because that's just gonna waste your time. You cannot do two things at the same time. That's what I also realized. And, you know, all those Caesar shit, like, it's not working. It's just, yeah, a bit of nonsense. I mean, not nonsense, but like, I mean, and it's probably not about only about me, but feels like every other human, our brains are not supposed to do to, you know, contain that much information at the same time. Just, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed my yapping. If so, subscribe and see you in the next one.